Hello and welcome to the trading series day 5. This trade I'm going to show you a futures account as well as also the Forex account that I was working with. So I've talked about this in the last video. I was managing multiple accounts at this point, and so I was working with a futures account that I was trying to pass. I did end up passing it that day on the 4th, so you can see the market just like totally melted down. I was able to pass the futures account because of that, thankfully, and I was, I only got like 1 R based off of 2 trades for my actual Forex account, which is fine. I was okay with that because I was able to build a little bit of cushion on it. And then Tokyo session happened. You can see lots of consolidation happen. So kind of give you guys like, this is what happened the previous day on the 4th. Then we're getting into what happened the 5th. So this is Tokyo session, lots of consolidation. And this tends to happen a lot, especially after such a dramatic move. So what I was looking for here, I was looking for trend exhaustion, and I was looking to grab the retracement of this huge bearish move. And I know just from trading indices and my experience with them that they tend to retrace pretty deep when it comes to these like big, massive moves. So each of these lines was marked up from this trade. As far as like take profit levels that I probably would have taken along the way, I did stop marking them once I would have been like done for the day. However, they still hold for as far as like take profit levels as far as a retracement goes, and like how deep would you take them. So thinking of it as if you like put a fib on here, right? Imagine you're drawing a fib and this is like your 50, and then you're going deeper into like you have your 60s and 70s and 80 levels, stuff like that. And then you'd have like 90s, 100 up here. I don't have all that written in here, but typically I like to kind of mark generally like a 50 area, roughly like the 60 kind of area, the 70 area, maybe like an 80 area. And I was kind of looking at this as a breakout. So you have your trend exhaustion, which kind of happens here during Tokyo. And you can see that because it's just super small candles, no momentum, and there's no new market structure being formed. It's just completely sideways. When you see a sideways market, you have an exhausted, consolidated market. What I was looking for was a breakout from this, showing that there was some sort of like momentum going toward bullish side now. So candle patterns, and you would know that this is a candle that would signify that there is going to be now bullish pressure. This for me though wasn't enough for me to get in yet because I didn't have my upright smiley face indicating like a momentum change. It could have just been anything. So I was waiting until I got my upright smiley face and then a few more candles of bullish pressure. And I really kind of wanted to see another candle kind of breaking from this smaller consolidation zone that had been formed. This was definitely a break of it in my opinion, and it did show good confirmation that there was going to be a bit of a trend reversal happening or a retracement of this move. But it didn't fully convince me. Like I said, it still was early in the day. It didn't feel like it was just yet. So I really wanted to wait until market had opened, bullish smiley face confirming that the change is happening. There was going to be momentum in that direction. That's what I was waiting for. My stop loss was just below the bottom of that zone, just to give it a little bit of room in case it wanted to retest. But it already did retest here, but just in case, since I didn't have a ton of momentum in this area, and I wasn't like totally sold that this was the full breakout, I wanted to be careful. And it was still a pretty small stop loss in comparison to what I was targeting. So I was fine to hold that stop loss. And that held right around that area under there. And as far as my take profit, I was going for the gold here for sure. I was definitely trying to target the top of this level. I was with a new account because I had passed my previous challenge here with this move on the second day. Was trading with Apex. And I had opened another account I wanted to work with. I was trying to get some more capital. So another 100K account that I was working with to try and get up to. I was hoping to have about 300K in capital with them. That's kind of like what I usually do. I like to run like usually have roughly about 3 accounts with my top firms. Just so that way I always have one running in case something happens to another one. It's just like something I do. I'm not saying everyone else has to do that. But for me, I like to do that. And also you can copy up to 20 different accounts when it comes to futures. I can't even imagine in my head trying to manage 20 accounts. But yeah, so I was looking to have up to 3 of them. So I had started a new challenge account with them for my second challenge, trying to get another 100K capital with Apex, actually looking to target like this top level, and that would have given me the 6K that I needed to pass it for the day. So I didn't get it. That kind of sucks because the market closed, and with futures, you have to close it, even though I didn't really want to just then. But I did have to close in profit wherever I was at towards the end of the day, which still wasn't bad. I still was at like $2,268.80 on this account. I was up like 2.2R for this account. But yeah, that was my goal, was to try and maybe pass this in one day. And it didn't hit there. So it is what it is, though. I was able to secure enough profit on a newer account, which is always nice, like I've said before in previous videos, to have a little cushion. It's nice. So that is where my second account with Apex was at on day 5, managing multiple accounts. So I was on YM, which is the equivalent to US30. So that's what you're seeing here. I was still also with my live account that I started the day prior, which was for 50K. And that was using US30. Same markup, same idea. So the analysis here doesn't change. This analysis doesn't change at all. It's just a different market where I place the trade. So versus placing it on a futures broker, I placed it with my Forex broker that I was using. And anyhow, that was that. So I was able to make 1.783, which on a 50K account was like a little over 3R for me. So that was nice to have. That definitely helped to like cushion my account even more. And see, for this one, it did go a little bit more, and that's because I was able to go to 38,800 on this one. And this is something people ask me a lot about, and I don't always do like the exact number when I'm marking it up. Like, say you're marking up, they're not going to match because like YM's numbers are different than US30, but just follow me along here. Hypothetically, say like you're marking up and your number lands at 3935. I might not always write in 39335. I might do something that will like look more like a rounded number, because that's more of a bank number, something that like I know the banks would be more drawn to, and those are the big guys in the markets. So usually they're going to be the ones to push it to somewhere that they want to push it to, and banks don't like to do hard math. They like nice rounded numbers like this. So in this case, I did round up and use like more of a bank number to target. So that's why it's not like a very set 1.5, like 1,500 or something like that. It's like a little bit off. So a 1.783 win, because I was targeting a bank number. So people do ask it sometimes. They'll ask like, hey, you said you were going for 3R here, but how come it's not 1,500? How come it's 1,783? Like, it's because I do manipulate these numbers a little bit sometimes, as long as I know I'm in the general area of my risk. So that way I'm getting closer to like a bank number usually, and that way I have like a better probability of following along with the big boys instead of just kind of like hoping to get like a random number somewhere in between. I don't always do it, but like sometimes you'll see that I'll do that, and I'll usually mention like targeted a bank number or something like that. All right, so that is it for this trade. Yeah, it was pretty much just a breakout of this consolidation that had happened after a trend exhaustion and just looking for the retracement. So that was it. Unfortunately, I did have to close earlier, and then I could have let it run because of the way that the markets work with futures. You have to close by the end of the day for the challenge accounts. So I didn't get to see if the trade would run to the full potential, but I'm still happy with it. I still had 2,268 in profit for that challenge account, and then actual profit that I got to make on the day, real money to keep, 1,783 on my live account. So not a bad day. And that is it for day 5. I will see you guys in day 6. Bye.